That's one of the reasons I choose to mostly work from very clear photographs, is it does tell me enough information in regards to how the hair lays when I'm working a close up like this.
Right, and you're doing this area.
This area, and you can see the hair actually is coming directly up right here and directly down right here.
Yeah.
And if you are working on a close up of an animal and your photo is not very good, or something is out of focus, a lot of times you can find a similar photo on the internet that might tell you more information about the particular area that you're working from.
Or you can ask a friend like Cathy.
Or you can ask a friend like Cathy.
And she'll actually.
And even though we all know that photos off of the internet are copyrighted, if you're simply using one to say, hey, I need to know how the hair goes, that's not something where they're going to be able to say, well, they used my photograph to look at how the hair underneath the eye was laying. So there's nothing wrong. I recognize those 12 hairs that are underneath the eye. There's nothing wrong with using photos that you find on the internet for reference information, whether it's a person or a tree or background foliage or whatever. That I've even, I want to see how the bee's wing looks or something. They're never going to be able to say, well, that wing right there was my bee. So as long as you're using it as something very minor, you're fairly safe from copyright. However, if I said, I love that tiger photo I found on Google, I'm going to use it. Now, of course, they could say, well, that's my tiger photo in your artwork, and then you can get into copyright problems. So, however, a lot of people start to get gun shy. Oh, I can't use anything I find on the internet for anything with my artwork. And the reality is, if it's something really minor, or you're just using it as guidelines to see how something goes with another photo you're working from, you're fine.
Or you put it on your own.
Yeah. However, we are posting on a public forum where we could potentially still get in trouble with copyright information.
Now, I even go so far as on Flickr. You can get images to use, and the person will say, okay, and I'll say, well, I want you to write it down in such a way that it says, yes, you may use my image, and I copy it and print it, and I have copies of all this, so if there's ever any problem in the future, or if a gallery or somebody says, did you get permission, I need to see it, you can show it.
Like some images on Flickr you can download, and some you cannot download.
But even the ones you can download,
You still have to go and ask.
I don't know if you have to, but I do.
You don't technically have to because they posted them for your use. However, they could go in there and change the permissions, and then they can say, well, it was done. And look, it doesn't have that permission, and it would be hard to prove that previously without like a screen capture or something showing that they did so. It is better.
And I don't know how to do they say, yeah, you can use it, but I need the acknowledgement. What are you supposed to name it after them or something?
Typically what they want is on your website for you to say photo reference provided by.
Okay.
Yeah. So they want some credit, and typically if they have a website or something, or you can link back to their photo stream or something. Yeah,
I think they deserve it. Yeah, but I just didn't want them in my title.
They just want acknowledgement that you understand that they provided some skill with the photography.
Yeah, that guy, Tambuco or something?
Isn't he wonderful?
Yeah, he's nice.
He's so generous.
Yeah, and he has a lot of great cat shots.
And he has great animal shots.
However, he's become so popular now that you'll start to see 3 or 4 of the same.
Yeah.
That photo's been used by 3 or 4 artists.
I don't think I've ever used his animals, but my boy jumping on a trampoline that's flying in the air, that's from Tambuco.
Okay.
Well, I know, like, when I was submitting for my work in the head of the department told me, I had brought my leopard, the 24 by 36. She goes, this is not your photograph, is it?
So,
And I go,
like,
no.
when you're doing it,
When do you see
are
snow
making a
leopards in
point
San
to
Antonio?
leave them?
Sometimes I do, or sometimes I might go back with some darker ink and put them
But she
in, or
says,
sometimes I might just leave them out.
When you come to do your
It's my
show,
artwork and my tiger, and nobody's going to have the tiger in front of it and say, oh,
because I had to show it to 3 people, which would be one her, the director of the school, and an independent artist. She says, when you bring them in, I want all those
like, you have left
original, your
a decent
original
amount of space
photographs
between this
that
white
you
and
scratched on.
they'll eventually do that.
No,
Yeah.
nobody. Because they don't want the school, somebody to come to tell the school, I know where she got that photograph. She goes, we gotta, the way they put it, she put it like, the integrity of the school means a lot to it.
Illinois Art League last to show that I was in the membership.
And what Rod was saying, that when
had to
you do
have proof
area, you are basically done with that.
your image.
Well, I'll still tweak it.
I mean, like 1995.
Yeah. That's why I keep mine.
But that's another reason why I wanted the camera and everything. actually do a lot of these because I want my own references.
Yeah, but see, I don't do animals that much,
Yeah.
and so I can't go to zoos and get pictures. I
So-
get people from other countries. You
Well,
know?
see, I told her like the photograph that I took, it was from a gentleman that went to Africa.
still have to pay for the ticket, I'm sorry.
He put all these images in a CD that he sells for artists to use.
Reference.
It's, you know, to use as your artwork. He said this, and I bought the CD from him. And she said, no, it's gotta be your work, your photo. Even if you